Hi everyone, welcome to Dinah's Table. Today I'm going to be making street toast, or better known as 길거리 toast in Korea. I've noticed that this is becoming a very popular menu. Even New York Times covered it. And I understand that people are lining up to taste this in the streets of London. I'm also actually doing this menu today in thinking of all the refugees from Ukraine. And as you can see, I'm trying my best to wear the colors of Ukraine as well. So we support you and we pray for your safety. And I hope that one of these days I can make this street toast for you and help you to gain back your strength. So let's get started. One of the key ingredients for the street toast is cabbage. I washed this cabbage for 30 minutes in vinegar water to clean all the in-between leaves. And I'm going to slice it. You can use mandolin, but I like to use by hand. So you slice it very thinly as you can. And we're going to add a little bit of carrot to it. First, you slice one side, so you get the flat side, and then slice. I don't really need a lot because this is just to add color to the cabbage. Slice it. I already have a bowl of sliced cabbage and carrots. I'll add this more here. You can add onions and green onions if you prefer, but actually just the basic with cabbage is, I think, is the simple and it's the best tasting. You can add different kinds of vegetables as you want. But I want to show you the basic recipe today. So I'm going to be making two toasts, one just simple and maybe one with ham and cheese. You figure about 2 eggs per toast. So I have 4 eggs here. Put it into a beaker. The reason I like to use this large beaker is I'll show you later that it's easier to put it into the pan later. So I'm using 4 large eggs. You beat it. Into the egg batter, we're going to put in the cabbage and the lettuce mixture. And you have to really put in a lot. So think of it as maybe half a cup per toast, minimum. In some cases, actually, people even put in more than half a cup. If you like lots of cabbage, you can put even up to a cup. But that means that you may have to add a little more eggs to it too. Mix it well. Make sure that egg coats the vegetables evenly. I'm going to add a little bit of salt, maybe a teaspoon of salt, some freshly ground peppers. As you mix it, you see how the volume of the lettuce, the cabbage, decreases. And so, you have to make sure that you have enough vegetables for the mixture. You don't want too much egg left over, basically. You want more vegetables than the eggs. So we're not really making an omelet. We're making a toast. So I think this is pretty good. So now you have the mixture ready. I'm going to set it aside a little bit while I toast the bread in butter. It's very important to use really good butter for this. You can even use margarine, but I like to use butter. Use ample amount of butter because you're going to coat the bread in butter. I'm using just plain white bread. You can use wheat toast or even brioche bread, which obviously tastes much better because it's got so much butter in it. Make sure that butter is evenly spread over on both sides. How could it not taste good, right? With all this butter on the bread. Already the toast, the smell of buttered toast, it's really great. Just wait for it to be golden brown on both sides. So I'm going to turn the heat off. I don't want it to burn. As I said, because I'm going to make 2 toasts, I buttered 4 slices of bread already. So as you can see, I'm using a square pan. If you don't have it, you can use the round pan. But the reason I'm using the square pan is because I want the cabbage filling to fit the toast, so I don't have to cut the sides. Going to add again butter, no oil here. Lots of butter in this recipe. Wait for the butter to melt a little bit. Then now I'm going to put the egg cabbage mixture onto the pan. Just make sure that you mix it once more. It's kind of nice to use this kind of tongs to, make sure that it's all evenly coated, right? So I think maybe the size is good. Just coat it, make it into a little square. You don't want to burn your eggs, so lower the heat a little bit. I don't know how to describe this smell. It's really nice, buttery, and you can actually smell the eggs and the cabbage cooking, and it's really heavenly, actually. I'm hungry already. Going to flip. Hopefully I flip it nicely. Good. Perfect. You don't really have to cook for a long time because it's just egg, cabbage, and carrots. Cabbage and carrots, you don't really want to overcook it because you want to, taste that crunchiness. So, you press it down and you know the egg is cooked because it becomes firm, then it's ready. Actually, I'm going to turn the heat off now because I don't want it to burn. And egg will just cook by itself on the remaining heat. So it's perfect. So the egg stuffing with cabbage and carrots is ready. Now I'm ready to assemble the sandwich. And basically, we use sugar, some strawberry jam. This is homemade strawberry jam that I just made last week, and ketchup. Depending on your personal preference, you can also add mustard and mayo. But I'll show you how we make it like the typical street toast, right? So you put the egg stuffing onto the buttered toast. Then don't freak out because we do put sugar right onto the egg. Spread it. I'm using very little because usually they put like a tablespoon of egg, but I'm using maybe a teaspoon. I'm going to add a teaspoon of strawberry jam. Already I'm like swallowing and feeling I want this now. Okay? And a little bit of ketchup. So it's ready. I will. This is the just typical, the basic street toast. I'll make it with my also favorite ham and cheese. I'm going to add a slice of ham and a slice of cheese. You can use American cheese or cheddar cheese. I'm using white American here. Here again, some ketchup. And instead of sugar on this, I'm just going to add some strawberry jam because I don't want it too sweet. sweet enough. Sweet and tart and so two different kinds of street toast. I cut it and taste it. I'm going to cut it into a triangle because so you can see the inside better. Can you see? Looks delicious. You see the cabbage, carrots, and then let's look at the ham and cheese. Bon appetit. This is, what can you go wrong? This is perfect as breakfast, for lunch, snacks, and also just to have because you feel bad. It will really cheer you up, I'm sure. 먹어볼게요. 너무 맛있어. It's good. Hope you try it. Happy cooking and happy eating.